what's good? What's good? What's good? So I'm not a group before the video start. I was listening to me, young boy, but I'm not a group by the way. But I see this is a common mistake, and you guys ask me a lot to drop a video. So you guys asked me about the variations of the title onshore. So when you basically have a viral video, like a viral video that pop off that get over 70,000 views, you ask me, bro, how do I stick in the right order so I don't second guess, so I can make sure I stick with the right order to make sure my views don't tank. So all right, so what you want to do is I'm gonna actually give you access to actually this chat over here. So I think I gave you access to it in the last video. So if y'all seen the last video right here, I made a video on it. So I'm also go to this last video and basically paste this Gemini chat somewhere you can review my Gemini chat if you want to review it. But all right, so I'm gonna go over the title onshore part of how you safely make a follow-up video to not lose your views basically on the Faceless AI channel. So yeah, I just want to basically explain it to you guys so you guys can have it. So all right, so first thing you want to do is we all have access to the Gemini, right? All right, so first thing you want to do is you want to come over to the Gemini chat. All right, so the Gemini chat I'm going to be using is I'm also gonna put this in the description so where you guys can also go ahead and check this out. So all right, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to basically tell you guys, I'm gonna basically give you guys a prompt. So if you guys are new to YouTube and you have no experience, and you don't know what title onshore means, I'm gonna basically explain it to y'all. So so explain. So make me a prompt for my fans to use if they wanna apply this method to their niche. If they're a new channel with a bio, they can just give you that prompt in their bio and their competitors' titles, and you will give them their 1 of 5 permit formulas and 1 of 4 pillars for their channel niche. Alright, so yeah. And explain to me what title onshore means and the ending changing method. Put that on a prompt and explain to me in chat what that means. Alright, so I'm just typing so quick, y'all, and I'm just gonna give this all to AI. So it's just me typing so quick, so don't mind my typing. I'm just trying to type it so quick as I could. I apologize, but yeah, all right, so this is channel, this will be a channel archers for y'all to understand, so this will be for the newer channels, right? All right, so explain, so what do these terms actually mean as your strategy? So what is title onshore? So the title onshore is like the DNA of the success. It just isn't a precise scarcity gap, and why it matters, if your channel is property, it's just Caesars and your title onshore is fair losing, your events is right here. So every title must every title you must onshore back to the chat specific feeling, so it makes the channel feel unpredictable and it makes it feel like a brand channel. So yeah, and this is really good to have it. So why the ending method? So the ending method is the strategy to prevent your viewers from clicking away, so to officially finish. So most creators thinks is right. So what I'm gonna basically have it explain. So explain how the follow up variations method works. We keep the starting keyword but change ending. So what it's gonna do is basically explain how the method works, and this is what I basically want to tell you. Like for follow up video, so easy. The follow up variation method is also known as the loop and leverage study. So how you keep your channels momentum you have without ever hitting a creative wall. So you are essentially keeping the title proven title onshore. So easy, right? So we have the onshore, right? You keep the primary search and browse feature constants of the, so I'm gonna know like where to push your video, so don't like lose hope so you don't fail. So what I'm gonna basically have it do is show me a prompt and an example of steps how I can apply this to other niches and how my follow-up titles should look like if one goes viral. Alright, so what it's gonna basically do is show me what the title basically the follow up title should look like if one goes viral. So you see right here. So we have the viral video title. So with the viral people almost sold this, and then we have this right here. So the follow up one should automatically be like this. So that 5 items sold is buying out, and or it should be with this like the starting word. So you can even use this right here. So if you wanted to, you could use the starting word, but change the ending part. So if we come over to this one right here, we can say I want to use the starting word, but change the ending. What is that method called? All right, so what AI is going to basically do is tell us what that method is called. So you see, so if you want to use the starting word and you want to change the ending, it's going to basically tell me over here what the method is called. So it's called the retention branch. So you see example. So for applying the viable things, you see right here. So if your videos the viable things or nothing, so if it fell and the retention branch ending, so use this. So and you see this right here. So it says keep the title on or start your videos with the viable things or people's almost right here. So and then change the ending. So and I mean the title. So I mean the title though, not the script. Alright, so it's gonna basically explain it for the title. Alright, when you keep the same title on right here, the starting phrase, but change the end phrase, you keep the album focus. This is called the title iteration entre base the title iteration based title scaling. So you see right here, so we call it title bending. So you see the entre when you basically keep this right here and the variable one. So you just basically do this and do this, and I'm gonna also have it make me a prompt. Make me a prompt, for example. Put this method on the prompt. This exactly. All right. So and this is what really keep channels viral. So you're just basically changing the ending, and you're just keeping the starting. So yeah. So like I said, this is how you do follow up titles, and this is what you need. So no more guessing. Like I said, I'm going to hold y'all in and be your brother through this and help y'all get through this, bro. Cause I don't want to have y'all just over. So when y'all make a viral video, y'all most likely just be posting in it. Y'all don't know what to post next. And it's like with this method. So this method is gonna really save you. So where you don't have to do that no more. So yeah. So thank me, chat, and that's what I have for y'all, bro. So and what the methods. All right, let's reveal it. So what the methods actually called? If we ask AI. So what is this method called? So if we ask AI what's this method called, AI is going to basically tell us of what this method is called. So I'm going to go to a new chat right here. Go to this blank document. I'm going to put this in. I'm going to basically link this in you know what? I'm going to link it over here. So I'm going to go to Therese. It's going to be linked like automatically over and all this right. So where you guys could check this out at. So yeah, it's going to be linked all over in this drive link. So where you guys could check it out at. So I'm going to go to here. I'm going to now go to Control V it. I'm going to go to Control V it. So I'm going to now paste it, Control V it. And now we basically Control V it. All right, so you see, so the method is really called basically the topic. So it's called the title iteration entre base bending. So it's just in YouTube strategy space. This approach is often used establishing a topic authority by keeping the first few words of the entre identical. You can help the categorize your channel authority. So it basically helps the algorithm like push your video out. So yeah. So give me a prompt. So like I said, you can use this for any other niche. And then so after my views drop, after so many videos, how many? Then I switch to a new formula on the list, right? New title, new title, pillar. All right, so when the views drop, you basically, so when the views drop, you give us about so you see right here, so you are exactly crucial scale or topic right here. So it says for 1,000. So the 3 video rule, so optimization. So if you post 3 videos in a row and the same answer and the same formula, they below channel average right here. So you have to hit the threshold. It means the algorithm of the audience is bored or if that. So do not change the channel needs. Do not change the title entre. So change the title twist. So you see title twist. So we could basically change about the twist as we could change this twist. So all right, let me talk to AI. All right, so AI. So I want to answer a few things. So if I do this title entre method, and let's say if I said a 60K view video. So I do a lot of follow up videos, like more than 10 to 15. If after I do so many follow up videos and I'm getting 1K views in a row, you told me like last night, then we now switch to a new a new form on the list, it'll be a new title. So you give me a prompt to give me a new formula. So if I'm flopping, we'll switch to a new formula, and then we'll try that new title. But I'll then bring you the competitor's title, and we'll bend over to his core like idea from what's causing that psychology behind that title to go viral. We'll bend it over to my new title formula title thing to go viral, right? So you told me that last night, and that's what's causing like shorts to like really pop off. So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is basically come here. I'm gonna copy this right here. So I'm gonna now paste this right here. So yeah. All right. So I'm gonna hit this submit. I'm gonna submit it. It says if you're CTR, so you see right here. So like I said, this will be on a Google Drive link over here where you guys can check it out at. So this is the variable protocol, right? So if you get 60K views and you do 10 to 15 follow-ups and it stuck out 1K views or the flop performance, so you have successfully extracted the variable from the Pacific psychology trigger. So the switch, you using that twist right here. So the new formula competitor. So you'll be what AI's gonna basically do is we don't copy them using the title bending method. We extract the psychology engine and made the title work. So yeah. So this is per this talk. So we bended that core idea into your establishment title thing. So yeah. So this is right. So I have. So meet me up, bro. Alright, so what AI is going to now do is make us a prompt. So you see a summary of the uh of the three right here. So we have test three videos, scale, see if one video view if once views drop to 1K after streaming the videos, bring me a competitor's title, extract the psychology behind and repeat. So you are extracting self psychology behind it, but yeah. Alright, so for example, so you can see that it basically gives me a prompt. So what I could do is test it out right now, show you guys how to actually do this method. So let's say if your views drop, and you don't know like what to do next. All right, so I'm gonna go to open a new tab right here, and I'm gonna go to one of my competitors links. So my competitors link is gonna be craziest find. So I'm gonna click these three lines. I'm gonna now go to show more. I'm gonna go over to one of my competitors channels. So let's go to craziest finds. All right, so we see Fineverse. All right, so I want to use Fineverse. So yeah, we want to use Fineverse. Fineverse will work. All right, so you see 45 videos, 71,000 subscribers. So this is how the man what I call low supply. So meaning he's pulling in views consistently than what his average subscriber count is. So yeah, so we want to actually go to his most popular one right here. So what I'm gonna do for his most popular one, I'm gonna basically use. I'm gonna use this one. So let's say we use this one right here. So we use this one right here. So what I'm gonna now do is basically paste this here. Let's test this method out. So when it basically tests this method out, so you see is it hit 1K views, 10 to 15 videos. So you see right. So we basically bring in our competitors title. You see forging audit of the competitors Fineverse right here. So you see it takes the psychology of the hashtags of the discovery plus conflict. You see discovery, conflict, hashtag. So it takes the psychology of his core idea and it basically bends it over to ours. So you see we have your new variations, right? So viable things. So you see we have the viable things why I got arrested, the viable things why this. And then what we could basically have it do is, so if we want to switch this title onto, we could say switch the title onto. So if you want to switch it, so I'll say let's switch to a new entre instead of viable things. Let's just test this. So what would I switch it to? Alright. So if you want to switch it over after so many videos is flop. So if more than like you can switch it over like this. So if you want to switch it over, if you're shifting, so if we are shifting title answers away from the title viable things to something that captures the hashtags right here, forging things. So this is ownership lane. So since forging, this is the new answers right here. Is we'll basically switch it over to this. So if you guys want to switch over, so I'll basically now ask AI. So I don't want you guys just switching over. I'm gonna basically ask AI. So all right, so AI. So how many videos do I do the viable things for? And then if so many videos dropping hit 1K views and don't get many good consistent views, so I switch it over to a new title answer, right? I switch it over to a new title answer, or I bring you that title. You can give me a prompt for my fans to use for other niches. So if they're doing other niches, apply this method too. So yeah. So you see, it basically gives these titles right here. So we have the property law. So you see, we have a new angle. So you see the three videos kill. So do not wait 10 videos to see if it's working. So you see right, do not wait 10 videos to see if it's working. Batch 1 to 3 videos twist. So look at your CTR, click through rate, average duration. So if CTR is 6%, if it's 4% right here, so the competitor's bent right here. So when a batch of 3 videos flop, the 1K views, low clicks, you do not guess it. You bring me a competitor's outlier title, and when you bring me the competitor's outlier title, what I would do is 3 things. So discover the psychology right here. I'll tell you the fair why it worked, and then it's going to basically bend it over to our formula. So that's what it's going to basically do. So you see, test the batch, kill the signal, competitors, refill, but yeah. So you can see how to share this method with your client. So when a fan asks how this method work, I don't guess the post. I use the entrees thing. So you basically bend it over to our. So you basically pull from our title formula list and our pillars list, and you basically bend this core idea over to my pillars list of the title entree. If more than 15 videos drop to 1K views in a row after we had an outlier. So if we not getting good views, then that's when we do this method. But yeah. So if you're not getting good views, then that's when we do this method. All right, so y'all get it. So this is how you do title follow up, very safe follow up video. So exactly. So you reach a saturation point. So when 15 videos drop to 1K views, the algorithm has mapped out your content style, the size is no longer viral event, so that the audience you have, so exceed curiosity right here. So you see the forging thing. So when you hit this wall right here, so bring me the outlier, bring me the competitor's title. So I'm gonna basically have it give me a prompt. And what is this method called? All right, so there's gonna be a prompt and there's gonna be steps how to use it. So it's going to be in the description where you guys could check it out at. And I know you guys got to pay our bills, so that's why I do these growth videos, so you guys could grow from it. And it's really for the ones who really need it. So yeah. All right, so give me steps on how to use it. All right, so this prompt would be, I'm going to now make a folder. I'm going to make a folder for Teresa's follow-up. So Teresa's follow-up sauce for fans. So I'm gonna say follow-up sauce for fans. So I made a sauce folder for you guys, for my fans, just for y'all. So all right. So Teresa's follow-up sauce for the fans. All right. So Teresa's follow-up sauce for the fans. So this will be for the fans, and you guys can check it out at. So yeah, like I said, you can use it for your clients. It's basically what we call it right here is the forging pivot and pivot. We call it the forging pivot and bending prompt. So if it's like the method. So yeah. So it's like basically the method. So this method will help us stay viral. So this method will save me and help me stay viral, right? And we give variation videos after a outlier. How many videos? If flop, I bring it back to you in a new competitor's video to bend over his core idea to a new title entree. Alright, so yeah, so like I said, is we basically repeat this method, no guessing no more. So we have literally a system. So exactly, this is the infinite viral loop. So by using this method, you stop chasing ideas and start chasing data. So you see the trigger. So 3 to 5 videos right here. So if 3 to 5 videos, if you hit a breakout, you milk 10 to 15 of those videos. The saturation point. If you have 15 videos and they're all drops to 1K views reach, it says the pivot right here. So the competitor's viral title right here is this, and your entree is this. So we reverse engineer the viral psychology into the entree, and it gives you a new twist. So it gives you a new twist. Basically all this. Alright, so yeah, so you could give me a prompt for a newer channel if I don't have a formula. If I don't have a formula and I don't have a script structure, you would basically tell me one of 5 title formulas or one of 4 title formulas and one of so you basically tell me 1 of 3 title formulas and one of 4 pillars, and then you'll tell me 1 or 2 script structures. But we have this in order, and you could give me the method for when this happens. So the title entree method, so we can use the method in case we get an outlier, but we make 10 to 15 variations. If they all drop to 1K views, that's when I bring you all them titles, and you're gonna now look at my formula list and look at my pillars, and you're gonna now give me a newer title for a newer title launcher, but a new fresh new one. And we're gonna post that one, and how many views did that one gotta get? If that one goes viral, we do 10 to 15 variations of that one. So how many views do that new one gotta get? Alright, so like I said, this chat will be below in the description where you guys could check it out at. So this is for the follow up videos for you. So how many videos you give it? So if the bin is successful, you are just looking for small bumps, browse the flops 1K views, the target reset. So you want to give it like 10K to 50K views, the milk phase. So once one of those hits, those 10K to 50K range, that becomes your new winner. So you then do 10 to 15 variations. So yeah, so after 24 hours, how many views? So after 24 to 40 hours of that new one, how many views should I go for? It's good for shorts. Alright, so this is the one you go for shorts. And like I said, this will save y'all. So we'll basically go for after 24 hours. For most creators, it's typically platinum is in 24 hours, 400 to 1K views. We want to aim for at least show something like this. So we want to, why you still not obsessed with over 24 40 hours mark. So we should aim for about this. So we should aim for about 5K to 10K is my range, what I'm thinking. So give me prompts. All right, so you guys get it. All right, so yeah, so like I said, I'll try to make things a bit easier for y'all, and the method is here, and it's for the ones who really need it for like the follow up video. So like I said, I made a new sauce called Tyrese follow up sauce. So this Gemini link will be in the description, and this document link is where you could attach it to your chat. So once you attach it, you could just get. So I'm gonna copy all this data. I'm gonna put it into a Google Drive sheet, Google Doc sheet, and you could just attach it to your chat, and you could use it from here. So I ain't gotta do one by one. I'm just attach all this right here. So for y'all can use it to help y'all go proud, and it's gonna help y'all stay up to date. So like I said, bro, there's no more guessing, bro. I want to see a lot of us win, and I want to. 2026 is our fucking year, so we going crazy this year. So like I said, this year is gonna be a great year for us, and we gonna do everything we could do. So like I said, we gonna fuck up. We gonna do everything we could do. We gonna try to fuck up these gurus, get these gurus out the way. Man, get these bitch ass gurus out of the way. We gonna try to fuck it up for them. So yeah, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video, bro. And like I said, I got many videos I'm dropping, man. It's gonna be a great year, bro, with these fuckers. So yeah, we fucking up these gurus for sure. We gonna have a great ball on YouTube. So shout out to Neil, shout out to Team YouTube, bro. Thanks for having me on. But yeah, but I hope y'all enjoyed this method. And yeah, the method is aired for y'all, but and also the Gemini chat will be below the chat where you could check it out at. So yeah, you could check this out for sure. But yeah, it's the method, and it's all I have for y'all today, bro. And I'm out though. So yeah, I have it for y'all today, and I'm about to give y'all this whole link. So all you gotta do is attach this to your basically your Gemini chat, and Gemini's gonna know like what to do with it. So you train it. You basically gotta train it, and you do it. You give it this file, and it'll know what your follow-up video should look like, and so you don't second guess. We build systems over here, so like I said, you only need 1 or 2 structures. You need at least 1 or 4 permanent title formulas, and you need 1 or 4 pillars and 1 or 2 structures. So we no longer guess. We have proven to going by our system. So like I said, I get things moving over here. I don't know what all them other coaches could do, man. Them coaches be in the way. They can't really get shit moving for us. So like I could, but yeah. I get shit moving over here, but like I said, if it ain't no other Tyrese good video, I don't know who's doing it, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna also go through this and basically give y'all this prompt. So this prompt will be on there, so you guys can check this out. So all you gotta do is attach the sheet to your Gemini chat, and Gemini's gonna know the direction what you gotta do. So like I said, you want to go for at least 5K views after 24 hours on Shorts. And you want to do another follow up video. So all many creators could just report a VGL issue. So yeah, so you want to try to go for 80%, 82% ABV. You want to do a follow up to the exact short. So let me see our example. So if you get a short to hit a 100% ABV and it has like more than 1K views, so you don't want to do 1K views. You want to have it at least. Oh, let me see. So you want to have it at least hitting close to about. So if we go to dashboard. So if it's hitting at least 82 average percentage view, you want to do another follow up to this. So you gotta have 5K views and not 3K, but it's 3K is fine. We could set this. So you want to do another follow up to this variation, but you want to change the ending part. So since it worked, you want to do another follow up video and you want to change the ending part. You can repeat it for 10 variations. So when all your 1K videos drop, then that's when you bring AI basically the title, and it has your pillars list and it has your formula list, so it would know what to swap out. So it would know what the now change. So it's gonna basically change into a new title, onto a new, get you a brand new title, but in your direct formula list and pillar list that aligns with your niche, and it's gonna you basically bring the competitor URL. It's gonna basically extract the competitor's data. It's gonna extract the competitor's the data of what's causing this video to go viral. It's gonna extract it to your lane. So like I said, we don't guess no more. We do what's proven, and that's how we really win it over. So I'm also go through here and I'm also give y'all all this data right here. So I'm gonna copy this again and also give y'all this so where you guys can have it. But like I said, is we all get wins over here. This Gemini chat will be below in the description, and yeah. So I mean, YouTube is a hard game, but when you do this method, I mean, you ain't gotta guess no more. You have a proven system. So all you just gotta do is attach it to your Gemini or ChatGPT chat, and I have prompts where. Y'all seen the last video where I basically showed y'all how to find out what your pillars are and your title formulas is. So, and you could even give you a bio. So, yeah. So, like I said, I'm really here to help y'all. I'm not here to make a joke out of y'all or fucking laugh at y'all. I want to see some of y'all win, as y'all can see myself win. So, I'm out though. But yeah, so y'all can see, I'm smiling at all, I'm not joking at all. I really get serious when it comes to business. So, business is everything to me. So, I'm a businessman. I mean, all the old days I used to fucking play around. I changed a lot, so I'm a businessman. It's like, yeah, but I'm out, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. So make sure you guys take action and make sure you guys do go to my channel. And I want to see no fucking guessing. I want to see you guys actually using the shit, because I gave y'all the shit on this video for today for y'all to use. So all you gotta do is you'll basically go to here and you'll basically come to this. So what we'll basically do is come to the bottom part. So we'll go straight to the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to copy all this. Alright, so I'm going to go on my keyboard, Control C. So I'm going to Control C it. I'm going to now go to here, Control V. Fuck. Alright, so you know what? I'm going to go up again. I'm going to try to do it. So I'm going to try to copy all this right here. So I'm going to go up to here, Control C it. I'm going to come here, Control V it. All right, so yeah, it don't let us copy this data, of course. But, all right, so let's try to go there. Let's try it now. All right, so it should work. So we got all this data right here. So yeah. All right, so what I'm going to now do is basically copy all this data right here. Copy exactly all this data, exactly chat. So I'm going to go through this, copy all this data. And all right, so I'm going to now do is now gather us this other data. So we now basically copied everything right here from our chat. So yeah, you see that we copied everything right here from this chat. We have all this data. So as long as we have this data right here, this basically trains AI. So where AI can know for the follow-up variation. So where we don't guess it and we do basically what's on our pillars list. So what's on our pillars list. So if you have a pillars list, put the pillars list in a folder. So and name it of your YouTube name. So yeah. So name it in the YouTube name, so that way you can use it next time you need it. But we basically come in here and it's gonna load, but everything's gonna be literally right here. So it's gonna create us a document link, and it's gonna be on this document link right here. So yeah. But like I said, it saves us a bit of time instead of us guessing. So we could also do is go to new chat right here. We could basically go to here. We could basically paste it. So we could paste all this data right here into a new chat. We just basically paste everything right here. So we paste it all right here. So what I could basically do is go to conversation with I would say Teresa's follow-up conversation with Gemini. So I'll go to right here. Follow up. Right, so I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to TXT. So I'm going to just basically drag this on here. And that way y'all could check this out. So like I said, this will be below in the description. So where you could check it out. And it's how you make follow-up videos to stay, bro. I mean, I don't want to see none of y'all flop and none of y'all fail. So yeah, and also for long form views, this is what you should look for. So for long form views, what should I avoid, and what should I look for when doing follow up videos and shorts too? Tell me a checklist with green emojis, red dot. Alright, so it's gonna basically tell us like a checklist of what we do for emojis in the red dot. So you can see, so the CTR is 4%, AVD is under 50%. Repeating the same script structure, avoiding using identical case studies right here, or pasting. Right, so you want to get new words every time. So you see, CTR 68%, AVD 70%, and it's right. So all right, for shorts, you want to get at least a view versus swipe away. So you want to get at least 80%, 75%. So I'm gonna say state to watch. So what state to watch for shorts should I hit to be good? And so it's gonna basically tell me. So you see right here. So view versus swipe away, and 75 right here. So ABV is 100%, 120% right here. So this is what like viral territory is, and then this is delayed view spikes 48 to 72 hours. If shorts only jumps from 800 to 5K views after flatliner right almost successfully matched. So you basically do a follow up video to that. So yeah. So you see right here. So over right here. So this we want to avoid this. So yeah. All right. So you see right here. So that's what we want to basically avoid. And what views? So what views for shorts do I avoid and don't do follow up videos too? So it's important that you notice. So what views you avoid to not do follow up videos too? So like I said, we have a repeatable system like this. When you have a system, it's way easier for you to get as many like viral videos as you want. So you see, stuck at 2K views after 2K views, and you see views were swept away 55%, ABV 70%. You see right here. So you want to see right here. So 10K views, 70 right here percent, 100% ABV. So make me a prompt. Make me a prompt. So after I post after 24, 40 hours, I could bring you the data. You let me know. Do a follow up or no. Or skip to the next idea on my formula list. Next title idea. Or you will give me the next title idea. Alright, so what's going to do is basically give me the next title idea. So you guys can check it out, and it works for shorts. And yeah. Alright, so it works for shorts, and yeah. So you see copy this 24 hours decision. So this problem will work for 24 hours decision. So like I said, you guys can actually check this out and you guys can use it. So yeah, so you see right, so the C phase. So this right here will save you guys, and this will save you guys a lot. So where you guys don't have to stress or have to over guess it. So yeah, I'm gonna go through this and I'm gonna basically copy all this right here, copy all this and put this in a tab for the follow up folder. So we basically have our own follow up folders right here. So where you guys can know for like what to do when we do follow up videos. So yeah, you see we have 190 words. So this is a conversation with Gemini. So I'm gonna basically paste all this right here. So I'm gonna now paste it. So I'm gonna now rename this to Teresa's follow up sauce. So yeah, I'm gonna now rename this to Teresa's follow up sauce. So I'm gonna go to right here. So I'm gonna go to your answer. So I'm gonna say Teresa's follow up sauce. Teresa's follow up sauce. Directions, instructions. And AI understands everything you're saying. Alright, so I'm gonna now basically download this right here. Download this is DocX. I'm gonna drag this on here. So yeah, like I said, you guys can have it right here. So it's called Terry's follow-up sauce instructions. So we also have another one, so we can say conversation with Gemini. So I'll say Teresa's follow-up vids sauce Teresa. I'm gonna just save it as that, and I'm gonna now basically go to Doc X. I'm gonna go to here. I'm gonna basically paste everything here. So you guys can use this folder for follow-up videos. So like I said, I hope this actually helps y'all, and I hope y'all get great reviews, bro. Like I said, we don't take losses over, we get wins. But it's been your boy Trey Slam, and you're on your way to hit that 1 mil. Don't stop at all. But I'm out.